Hello YouTube, RHJF back again with another video, and today's video is episode 8 of our flipping 10 mil to 100 mil. And we do make a ton of gains in this video. As you remember where we left off, we had just a bit over 50 mil, and we do make a ton of money in this video. That's why it is a bit longer, because a lot of flips were rolling through really quick and I didn't notice how far I was to sort of find a cutoff and give you that price check to sort of quote-unquote find the next episode. And it ran a little long, and that's just what happened. So the first thing I would like to talk about is I am doing the Ragefire boots right there. The first two slides were the buy and sell price, and then I put in accordingly. I only put in to buy 5 because it would only allow me, if I did more, to only do that item. And as I said before, I want to try and mix and match with the self-check items, Next and SS items, and the flip chat 1 items. The flip chat 1 items just be sort of spot fillers. The Next and SS items sort of be like the main focus, and the self-check items be the items that I do when I'm like 3 hours into that 4-hour waiting period for when I can only buy 1 or 2 every 4 hours in the Next and SS items, and those will just be sort of the spot fillers. And as you can see right there, there was sort of a weird jump. It looks like I had a whole bunch of stuff in there, and then all of a sudden I just had all buy items, and that is what I have to talk about. There is about a 300 and 350k profit gap right there. And what happened was I was going to show you guys like how much longer this series would take if I did this in video form and sort of a live com format. And the reason that gap was there was because the Java binary crashed when I was videoing, and it's basically gone. I can remove that money if that's what you guys want me to do, but if you guys trust me, I'll just leave the money in. So I need you guys to leave a comment on that, whether I should take the 350k out and I'll just subtract it from the end total, which you'll see at the end of this video, or I can just leave it in if that's what you guys want me to do. So just please leave a comment on that. I really need your input on that, so if you could just leave a comment, that would be amazing. And the second thing I had to talk about is the Well of Goodwill, which I did donate my 10 mil to. And I was just looking at the high scores for top donators, and someone's donated over 5 bill, I do believe, in the in-game currency, and I think someone's donated something around 250 bonds, which is just absolutely incredible. And this is going to a really good cause, and I'm going to talk about this intermittently because what I think Jagex is doing here is absolutely amazing, A, for the game, and B, just to show that the community does care about other things than just the game itself, and when they rally together they can really support people that are less fortunate than themselves and be able to just overall help the world with something just as minuscule as something called RuneScape. And I will be probably doing like weekly updates on it, like how much has been donated and all this other stuff. So stay tuned for that as well. And I did make a video on it the other day, as I previously mentioned. I will link that in the description if you want to see it. If you by some chance don't know what this update is, or just want to hear me talk about it, the whole update in general and all the specifics about it, that will be in the description, as well as the playlist for this entire series. My flipping 10 mil to 100 mil will also be in the description. They will be labeled accordingly, and so that's that. And pretty much the final thing I had to do with, I've been hearing a lot of people going around saying this whole well is a money sink, which is exactly what this game needed, but people are saying this is going to make items rise, and I completely disagree with my logic on this. Is that a bunch of money is leaving the game all at one time, so there's less money in the game, and there are the same amount of items in the game, because I haven't heard of many people that are actually depositing items into the Well of Goodwill, which you can do, but it's sort of hidden. It's a little tricky to find. That's why I don't think many people are actually taking that route. And so overall, I don't understand how people are saying that this will make items rise again and it will help the economy, because money is leaving, which would only leave items to crash, because when someone wants to sell something, there's not as much money in the game distributed to everyone so that the item can be bought for more than it already was selling for. so it can only go down, and also there are the same amount of items in the game, so I don't know how that could also make the price go up at all any either. So that's my two little cents on that. If somehow I'm missing something here and items are actually going up, I must have just missed it, but if you can leave me some proof in the comments, I do read them all, and maybe we can just have like a friendly discussion down there about whether items are actually going to benefit or whether it's going to quote-unquote hurt the economy in the long run from this update. And my main sort of instance for this is my green party hat, which I did reference in the Well of Goodwill video, and it crashed all the way down to a little like 1400 or 1500, I'm not exactly sure which, but now it is slowly, yeah, it was 1400 because now it's a little bit above 1500, and it going all the way down there was just a scare because people weren't sure how rares were going to react with the introduction of the Well of Goodwill, and they are now climbing because they realized that it wasn't actually as bad as they thought. So some items are going back up now, but they all crashed essentially immediately right when that came out because everyone dumped their items to donate. So I guess we'll have to see in about 6 to 12 months whether that actually helped or hurt the economy, and I will probably make a summary video about that when the update is over and a few months after that. So that's the end of this video. Price check is coming up here in a minute. If you could leave a like on this video, that would be amazing. It helps other people find my videos, and it helps me just get bigger in general. And if you're new around here, if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. And do leave a comment about anything that I talked about in this video. And as you can see, 64.8 mil. Have a good